this video I'm going to show you how to change the belt in a Pioneer DVL700. This will be also valid for many other Pioneer Laserdisc players. I'm picking the DVL700 because the belt broke in mine and I'm going to change it, and I've got a new belt for it. Hope that this belt is going to be one that's sufficient, because getting belts these days is like pulling teeth. And I went to 3 different shops today trying to find a belt for one of my DAT machines, my Tascam DAT machine. No luck, nothing small enough, but I was able to get a belt for this beast. So let's take this one apart and change the belt on it. It's quite involved to do this. So the belt is broken on this, so I was able to actually, by just turning the gear on it by hand, I was able to get the tray free. We have to remove 2 screws from the bottom, which I've already done. Here, one here, and one here. That way we can lift the front cover off, the front bezel. This has to come off. Where's it hung up here? It's a couple little plastic catches that you have to release in here to take this off. Front bezel needs to come off. You also have to remove 3 screws from the top here so that the front panel can be released. So let's release the front panel. And there should be a couple of catches on the bottom I have to pop out to take this off. I think these are them here. So once we get our tabs loose, we can remove the front panel. I'm just going to tip the unit back down here so that I can unplug the ribbon cable. We'll just unplug it right here from the front board here. So this is just a standard ribbon cable. You can just unplug it. There's another one on the other side over here, and there's another one over here, and it plugs into a connector right in behind here, which is accessible. So just reach in and carefully unplug it. And now we can lift the front piece away. This is our control panel with our fluorescent display, so we can set that out of the way. Now we can access, we have to actually remove this tray to get to the drive assembly, which is underneath here. I believe if I release these catches, there's one here and there's another one on the other side over here. If I release these 2 catches, I should be able to slide the tray out now. Push those through, I should be able to slide the tray out. There we go. Now we've got the disc tray out of place, and we can proceed to replace the belt. The belt goes in around the pulley here and over the motor, which is right there. So it's not hard to replace the belt once you get the disc tray out. It's just, you gotta basically pull the front off the unit in order to easily get the disc tray off. So now we'll reinstall the disc tray. To reinstall the disc tray, you should be able to just take the tray, line up the sliders, and slide it into place. Be sure to hold the 8 centimeter piece in place when you do this, because otherwise you could have an alignment problem. The disc tray should slide back into place and go in all the way. If you're not sure about your alignment, remove it again, just to make sure that your 12 or 5-inch 12 centimeter disc tray is locked into place. There are timing marks on here too. They should not be that critical. You should be able to just push the tray back in. If your alignment is not correct, it's not going to go all the way in. Which Mine is not, so I have to redo this again. What you want to make sure is that your tray is completely straight when it goes in. If you don't have it completely straight when you push it in, and these two catches have to engage at exactly the same time, if you're going in crooked, it's not going to go in straight. So now we're locked in, and I think I'm pretty... Oh, I'm still not. I'm still hanging up here. So we just have to, once again, I'm a little bit off alignment here, so I just have to straighten it up a bit. I'm trying to get them so that they both snap in at the same time. You'll hear the two clicks when the clasps go in correctly. There we go. Now is it going to slide all the way in now, or is it going to stick? I think it's going to go in all the way. There we go. Now we're all the way in. You can tell because the lock tabs go all the way into the end here. So reinstall the front faceplate, reattaching the ribbon cable. Now, you'll be able to reattach the front faceplate. Make sure that our bottom catches actually lock in. They have to go underneath the main chassis and lock into these three tabs here. Like that. Sort of. Okay. It's easier said than done, but they will go back in if you work at it. Like that. Now we can replace our screws. And when I turn it on, it should open, which it does. Let's put the front disc piece on the front here. So this piece just snaps back in place. Like that. And then we'll just turn it on its side so that I can replace the screws in the bottom, and then we can go out and get a disc and test this old beast. Still considered to be the best playback source of analog material you're going to get. And this one here is a kind of a unique piece. It was one of the few laserdisc players put out by Pioneer that played not only laserdiscs and video CDs, or CD video, sorry, I think this does CD video, pretty sure it does, but it also plays DVDs. I've demonstrated this before, might as well go through it again on this. Let's get a disc and test it out. So for this, I'm going to put it on the plasma and see how it looks. And for our viewing pleasure, I have a space shuttle ride. I picked this disc up many, many years ago for $3. It was probably, you know, $50 or $60 when it was new. Let's just open the thing up. And we'll load our disc. I have literally hundreds of laser discs in my collection. Some I bought, and many people have just given me because they want rid of them. So they just say, here, take my laserdisc collection. So I mean, I've got boxes and boxes full of discs, and that's why I try to keep my players working, because even though technically I could transfer these over to DVD, the DVD copies don't look nearly as good as the originals because these are uncompressed. They're uncompressed analog video. So there it goes in. The disc gets chucked, and away it goes. Shall we put on some sound here? This should actually sound pretty good once it gets going.
for the IMAX motion picture system. The Los Angeles Times called the film breathtaking, the coming of age of the ultra-large screen format. Giant or dome-shaped IMAX screens occupy most of the audience's field of view. The IMAX experience extends this view to the edge of peripheral vision, and the audience feels it is part of the picture. The large film frame creates an extraordinary sharpness and clarity of the IMAX image. 6-track stereophonic sound surrounds the audience and completes the illusion of being at the center of the action. Theaters designed specifically for the IMAX motion picture system give everyone an unobstructed view of the screen. Unlike television, the more measured pace allows the eye to appreciate fully the detail and grandeur of the image. For those who have seen The Dream is Alive in an IMAX theater, this video will serve as a perfect souvenir. For those who have yet to see the film, it is a tantalizing introduction to the remarkable IMAX experience.
I saw this film actually in an IMAX theater, and it was unbelievable. That's why I had to have it on Laserdisc. And when I found it being cleared out for $3, this was a no-brainer. Obviously, I can't show you the film here because it'll cause a problem with YouTube, but there's the player at work, so I'm going to enjoy this. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.